Greetings, viewers, specially invited guests, our partners and team, and more importantly, our clients. Look at where we reach. We are on the rooftop at KCL offices overlooking the savannah in Port of Spain, the heartbeat of Trinidad Carnival. It's the final stretch, 3 weeks to go. Are you ready for the mother of all carnivals? We sure are.
Tonight is a really exciting evening because we're celebrating the anniversary, 1 year anniversary of the C15 show, of the C15 show, and more importantly also is the 10th anniversary of KCL Capital Brokers, who are hosts this evening, and our mother company, so congratulations to them. And it is also first live audience, so welcome and thank you for being here. We are also very excited this evening because we are showcasing some of our clients and their products, and also celebrating the wins of C15 in our first couple years of existence. Also, we have our regional directors who are visiting, so really exciting evening ahead. And we have some special guests and a performance, a live performance afterwards. So I hope you all are all ready for all of so let's bring on our first guest, Ms. Janelle Murray. Welcome from CW Events and Crystal Dream Weddings, right? So thank you so much for joining us. Crystal Dream Weddings, tell us a little bit how it started.
So Crystal Dream Weddings started in 2019 when I got married to my husband, David Murray. I really enjoyed the process planning my wedding, and after that I really had a love for it. Family members started telling me they think I have a knack for weddings and events, and that's how the company formed. So right after my wedding in 2010, we started our first annual wedding exposition at Radisson Hotel.
Yes, and tell me a little bit about that, because I think you all started with the event and you all were giving away a prize.
Wedding package.
Right.
So on Saturday, couples attending the wedding expo win a $50,000 dream wedding package on Saturday, and on Sunday, lucky couples would win a $100,000 dream wedding package. And from that, on Sunday we'd have like a lot of couples sad leaving that they didn't win this grand prize, and hence Bling My Wedding was birthed from that.
Fantastic. So tell us, what is Bling My Wedding?
So Bling My Wedding is a reality show where we go behind the scenes of couples as they plan their special day, wedding dress, food, every single thing, from the dress straight to the honeymoon. And we basically enhance their wedding. So something that they wouldn't have been able to afford on their own, we and the Bling My Wedding team will come together and make sure that their wedding is a huge success.
Fantastic. So could you tell us a little bit what some of the challenges that you all face? Because this is your third season, right?
This is our third season.
So tell us a little bit some of the challenges.
With anything you're doing, when you now start, you have to convince persons, of the product and, the viability of, not only promoting the couples, but also promoting the company and getting them, on an international stage. So it's very hard in terms of season one, really convincing persons that, this TV reality show, this wedding TV reality show, could be a huge success. But, the persons working, because, we also work with quite a few persons who mentored us and who helped us along the way. So for season one was a challenge, much better, because we had a lot of sponsors come aboard. They loved what we did for season one, and season two was a huge success. Season one we had 8 episodes. Season two we actually did 18 episodes.
Wow.
Yes. And for season 3 we are doing 26 episodes of Bling My Wedding.
Okay, fantastic. So tell us some of the so you told us some of the challenges, tell us some of the wins. What is out for you doing this?
So like some of the wins is really seeing the couple making their dream wedding a reality on their wedding is really heartwarming. After the wedding finished and the couple come and they say like, thank you so much, we could not have done this without you. It's really heartwarming, and as a team putting in all the work into the wedding is really satisfying. Also, seeing like a lot of sponsors, a lot of huge sponsors now recognizing Bring My Wedding and wanting to be a part of it. So we have like Angostura, we have Equalify, a lot of huge companies now coming on board, to support Bring My Wedding. Even C15.
Well, right. So that's what I wanted to know. So how did C15 Studios help you all?
So basically, as you know, the pandemic would have affected our company with 2 years not being able to do weddings because, like, when we film in Bring My Wedding, our staff alone is like about 20 persons. As you know, camera person, staff, and all those different things. So one of the things is that we weren't, a lot of persons had told us about the rebate program from Film TT. But a lot of other persons were saying, it's not really, you don't get it. Persons have tried before and it takes like a long process and so forth. But we called Film TT, we spoke to Leslie and she told us, we qualify and so forth. And so we did the application. It was very long, it took us like a year in terms of putting out all and everything for it. And we were successful. And because of that, we ended up approaching C15, who did the invoice factoring for us, which was like a huge help. This is actually what is making season 3 possible right now. So thank you so much.
So, I appreciate your thank you, of course, and you're most welcome. And we are really excited to see the work that you're doing and really happy that we're able to help you bring this to reality, and great work. I mean, we're talking about accelerate, what we are calling accelerate. So for those of you who are not familiar, Film TT and Trinidad, the government of Trinidad and Tobago offers a cash rebate to productions that are filmed in Trinidad and Tobago, and local or international productions can qualify, and CDW events qualified, and then they approach C15 Studios to advance the funds if you want against the rebate, because basically once you apply and are approved, you usually have to wait 6 months to a year before actually getting the funds. So advance those funds to her, and so season 3 is well on its way.
Yes.
Where are you at in the shooting?
So far we have filmed 3 episodes of season 3. Actually, this month we have another episode, and so between May and August of this year, we'll film all episodes, and we're going to be airing again on television in September.
Fantastic. Well, that's great, Janelle. Thank you so much for coming here this evening, and a little later on, we'll take in your display. I also want to thank you for some of the props that you shared with us this evening. Well, thank you so much. So now time to introduce a very special person. So I was trying to get the iPad. You see, technology is fantastic, but I can't, every time the iPad closes, I can't open it. So I'm going to wing it. And so this very special person, he is the CEO of KCL Capital Brokers, the Managing Director of Aspire Fund Management Limited. He is also our strategic investment advisor at C15 Studios. He is the brainchild behind C15 Studios, actually. So I want to introduce Mr. Kerwin Valley, who is going to tell us, we've recorded him, why C15 Studios.
Hi, everyone. I suppose welcome to the C15 Show. So I was asked to talk to you a little bit tonight about the why we thought up C15, why we thought we could try to do this. And I guess when I think about the why, I have to go back to why we started Aspire Fund Management Company, which is a private equity firm, and why we started KCL, which is a securities company. It's all the same why, and it really starts with a single question. And it's a question I'm going to put to you in the viewing audience and the people, our guests here tonight. What do we as Caribbean people own? And when I'm speaking about ownership, I'm not speaking about the things that we consume. I'm talking about the income streams from the things we consume. So I'm asking you to look around the room, whatever room you're in right now. Look at the items in the room. And I bet you, if you ask yourself, the income streams from the things in your room, which income streams come back to the benefit of a Caribbean person, a Caribbean company, back to Caribbean shores? And I would challenge you to find more than 1% of the things in your room that do. So where does the income from the other 99% of the things in your room go when we consume those things? And I'm not saying don't consume them. It's just an observation. Where do they go? They leave Caribbean shores, they leave your pocket, and they land in foreign shores. And when that income goes to foreign shores, it grows wealth for those foreign countries. It helps to build their healthcare systems, their education systems, their infrastructure, their security systems, their quality of life in general. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if 99% is going there and less than 1%, because it's actually about 0.5% that stays with us, what if more came back to our shores? Couldn't we then, together, be building our healthcare systems, our education systems, our security systems, our infrastructure, and our quality of life? So that's the question. And it's also, I guess, the challenge. As financial firms, we were looking at which industries could we support that we can export. Their products, their services, their gifts could be exported and taken to the world. And the income from that service, that product, those gifts could come back and improve the quality of life in the Caribbean. And the creative sector was just a natural. We have creativity in abundance, not necessarily me, but you, in abundance. And sharing that with the world. If we could help in some way and improve the quality of life here, well then, why not? And that's where we started. We started C15. We got some great people to join us on that journey, many of whom you'll meet tonight, and we've just started. So that's the why. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for joining us.
Kerwin has some very important about us keeping the wealth in the Caribbean, you know, and that is a great point. So really, the idea behind C15 is to generate that wealth in the Caribbean, and to create that, and to bring that wealth back to our shores instead of sending it out. So I think it's a good time now to introduce you to our board and our directors. And I wanted to thank the regional directors for flying in and joining us this week. It's actually the first time that we're all together physically. So it's a moment. So let's start with our chair. Let's get the photos up, please, video. So Niraj Tiwari, he's our chair. He is better known as the CEO of AmChan in Trinidad. And then we have Jody Boudou, who is our vice chair. Yes, and everybody's here this evening, so you can meet them also in person. Then Ms. Nika Luke, who is currently an associate of Osberg SPI UK, a London-based screen industry specialist. And then Ms. Renee, that's Nika, sorry. And then we go to Renee Robinson, who is the film commissioner of Jamaica. Renee, right. And then Ms. Tiana Mora, who is from the Dominican Republic and leader of Next Consulting. Thank you. Could we get a round of applause for our board members? Thank you. And thank them for the wealth of knowledge and experience that they share with us. So as you can see, we have the Caribbean represented in our board, and we are starting work throughout the Caribbean. We've been working with companies out of Barbados. We're starting to work in Jamaica, and soon in the Bahamas and the Dominican Republic. So, you know, we're really spreading our wings, and also taking our mission, which is taking the Caribbean creative talent to the world. I want to bring on my second live guest. It's a very, very special person in my life. She is a dear friend, also a mentor. She's also the person responsible for me being at C15 Studios, because she recommended me for the job, and I can't thank her enough because I love it. So we call her Lady. She's known as Mrs. Elizabeth Montano, and of course you all would know her as Marshall's mother, long time his manager for many, many years, and showing you all that it's never too late to do something new. She is now a first-time author. She wrote a book called, The King of Soca, The Ultimate Insider Reveals Tells It All. And it's a great book to read. I have actually taken my time and read quite a few of the chapters, not the whole thing yet, but it flows really well. So, and it's also a historical document of those 40 years in Trinidad and Tobago. So welcome, Lady. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here and sharing the stage with me. Let's talk a little bit about the book. You know, what inspired you to become a first-time author, to write?
Well, at first, I was studying. I was doing my master's, philosophy by MPhil, in cultural studies, and my thesis was based on Machel, the making of Monk Monty. And I graduated in 2018, and then they wanted to encourage me to do my PhD. I said I'm too old for that, and I decided I would adapt the thesis to a book. And luckily for me, well, unfortunately, but luckily, the pandemic came, and I decided to write it. And I started writing in 2000, and in 2022, I released it in July.
Fantastic. And I know I've been following you. I mean, we released it in New York, Miami. I know you have plans for the islands. So really congratulations on this monumental piece of work. But also, there's the chocolates, the cocoa, the legacy that you're leaving for your grandchildren. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, our business in the chocolate business started in 2014, and it all started, well, accidentally. We had this store in the airport, the M store, and Julian Goddard approached us to sell her chocolates in the store. And we decided, okay, we will do it. But then, coincidentally, Machel Monday was just close around Valentine's Day. And I said, well, why don't we try a chocolate? And we did, and we sold it at Machel's Monday. And then the rest was history. So between 2014 and 2018, we sold it through Ecstatic. And then in 2018, we formed our own family company called the Montano's Chocolate Company Limited, which is made up of 3 generations of Montanos. Mr. Montano and myself being first generation, then our 2 sons, Marcus and Machel, and their 2 wives. And then we have our 6 grandchildren forming that 3rd generation. And we are now in 2023. We are doing very well locally, and then we have started to export the chocolate. In addition to the commercial part, we are also working with farmers in the rural areas to help them develop a sustainable business.
I know, well, you all actually set up a factory, so you all are actually manufacturing the chocolate.
Yes, in 2021, we started our own factory that is headed by my first son, Marcus. Like, he's the operating manager. Machel is our brand manager, and as I call myself, I'm the drone. Then we have everybody else involved, and we have quite a few employees. I have one here with me that is Aliza Rose, and she's very important in sales and marketing and really getting us out there. She's that go for a girl.
Great. So I have a question here that was sent in, and I would like to share. What advice do you have for creatives who are struggling to form sustainable businesses? You know, it's because let's call you a creative entrepreneur. You know, so what advice would you give for other creatives who want to become entrepreneurs?
Well, the first thing I will say, you have to believe in yourself, and you also have to know that simple saying: you have to creep before you walk. And once you believe in yourself and you feel that you have to pay your dues, you can't expect to get out there in like yesterday, or you start today and next year you will make. You know, you have to be patient, you have to work hard, and you have to persevere. And I think these are the things that are important. And as I said in my book, I will tell you I stated some of these values that we created or we inculcated in our children and ourselves by example. And these things have also contributed to our success.
Great. And what would you say are some of the greatest lessons that you have learned? Share with us at least one of your lessons. You have so many nuggets.
Let me see. One of the greatest that I have learned is that, you know, when people talk about me, and they talk about us all the time, my children, my son, and myself, I always say, let that talk be like on a duck's back and just let it roll off, so that we don't really take on what people say. And I always say, you have to know your truth.
Yeah, that's a great point. To believe in yourself and be authentic, really. You took on self-distribution. Why did you go the route of self-distribution with the book?
Well, my reasoning was when I learned, you know, I always research anything before I go into it. One of the things is they wanted me to do the book if I had to sell it in a certain place in black and white. How can I write about my culture in black and white when we are all about color? How could I write and talk about Marshall in black and white? Marshall is color. So that was one of the reasons. Also, for a publisher, they will tell you when they will publish and what they will publish. And I did not want my book to sit there, because this time was a very important time for us. So we are celebrating, well, we're just closing our 40 years. And I thought that 40 years was a major milestone in Marshall's career, seeing that he was 47 and having achieved 40 years. So I decided I wanted it to happen when I wanted it to happen. In addition to which, I wanted to tell my story from my perspective, and I didn't want it altered, I didn't want it changed. So that I decided I'll do it myself, and with the help of those around me who shared my journey.
Great. And I mean, and you're satisfied with that because it's how you wanted to do it.
And it is the real story.
Yeah.
People tend, when they deal with us, they tell the story from their perspective or from hearsay. You're getting it from the ultimate insider, the real deal.
Indeed, indeed. So great. So are we ready now to go to our live entertainment? And tonight we're presenting none other than Nailah Blackman, who is, as you know, we call her the Soca Princess because her grandfather, Rashoti I, is said to have been the creator of soca music, and we're really happy to have her here this evening with us. So we're going to change the decor, we're going to move to the stage and bring Nailah on. So let's go.
C15, how y'all feeling tonight? I've been patient and I've been waiting. Call me stubborn, but I can't get over it. You left and never say goodbye. Those tears I cry, no, I can't get over it. So don't you ever let me down again, 'cause I depending on you, so you better come through this time. Please, you're my guardian if I ever let you down, my friend. It was a misunderstanding. So if I took you for granted, then I promise from today I go jump like I never jump, wave like I never, whine like I never want me, just to show you I'm sorry, and I need you back in my life. Look at people body choke, emotions running high. We end up in the sky, tears running down me. Can't you tell them we're sorry, and we need you back in my life. Come and go. Whoa. Come home to me, come home to me, come home to me. It's a no place like home. Whoa. Come home to me, come home to me, come home to me. Hey, hey. How y'all feeling tonight? So I really don't know what the rules are here tonight because I see these cameras, right? But are you guys allowed to be in front of me? Is this okay? Can I pin everybody that gathered at the back, all choked up there by the DJ and thing? All the make all the way to the front now, man. We come here to have a good time tonight. Let me do it. This music's so sweet, look what it do. If you play your chorus, that could be you. You move and your way, speaking your truth. Why not Joey back his back to the roots? When last you feel his life away, and last we find the remedy. Long time I miss it past a way. I want you to get them, you with them. We get it finally. Come let me dingle with me. Come let me dingle with me now, dingle. Come let me dingle with me. Come let me dingle with me now. Yeah, why? Because we chicken and we singing my little low right there. So Shadow say anybody could dingle, right? Old lady, young baby. So right about now, I want to teach you guys a little dance. It's real simple, right? All you can do that for me? Let's do it. Step forward, step forward, step forward, step forward, step back, step back, step back, step back, step right, step left, step right, step left, and then get them, Find the remedy. All I remembered, right? I want to see everybody from the front to the back. So that we get them, we get it finally. Come let me dingle with me. Come let me dingle with me now. Come let me dingle with me. Come let me dingle with me now. Then you freestyle. How we chicken and we jamming and we down there. Head bad in a bar dancing them. Anybody love soca music? When he lick the pan, jam iron, woman does leave the man, iron man. Sweeter than honey lick the pan, jam. How will you bring it for me? Bring it. I bring it, 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 bring the iron. I bring it, I bring it, I bring it, I bring it, I bring it. All day, make some jump around and make some noise. All day, make some jump around and make some noise. Nothing sweeter than hearing the sound of old lion. All day, tell me where me iron man, 'cause he missing from me band. All day, when the music fills you up, is this just a long day? Let me take on a journey. Music brings the. Anybody ready for Carnival 23? Put your arms in the air and sing it with me. What we sing? I bring it, 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 bring me iron. I bring it, I bring it, I bring it, I bring it, I bring it. All day, make some jump around and make some noise. All day, hotter than honey lick the pan, Jamayan, iron, oi, honey lick the pan, Jamayan, woman that lead the man. I just sounding sweet. Anybody listening to calypso music since they're this high? Since they're this high, how old are you? 7? You know, I want to call you a calypso baby. I felt an amazing fire somewhere in a jump, baby, somewhere in a jump. A brass in between and a rockin' in the tank. Somewhere in a jump, baby, somewhere in a jump. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh. I can go nowhere now. I want from the love of sweet so. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh. I can go nowhere now. This thing is still rooted in my soul. I can't go nowhere now. No, 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 no. I'm not leaving you again. Calypso, baby, my calypso, baby. No, 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 no. The feeling go never change. Calypso, baby, calypso. So let we jump, jump, jump to the rhythm, mama day. This thing are the sweetest melody, land of all. Thing I give to it. Steel pan and woman. So let we jump, jump, jump to the rhythm, mama day. This thing are the sweetest melody. Everybody ramage. Steel pan and plenty energy. You wanna leave me open? You wanna leave me so tight down now? You know my one and only. Try not to let your heart get in the way. And we're just like night and day. Often I wanna stray. The reason I wanna stay is something I can't explain. Boy, you the best, you the best, you the best, can't control me. Yeah, you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know. I sweet and loco. Play with my mind and I go loco. Take time, just take it easy. You know, I sweet and loco. Yeah. Anybody inside of here with their significant other tonight? Can I see by the show of hands? All right. Do we have any single people inside of here tonight? Can I see all the single people hands? Let me see all the people that have in a relationship but they're not here with the significant other tonight. Let me see the hands of those. So the hands not, the math's not mathsing because it's not enough hands, it's not enough single people, not enough, I'm confused. So you know something, all the single people that notice another single person had their hand in the air, could you find that person? All the people that have a significant other in here right now, I want you to find your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, because this song is not a dance alone song. I want you to find a partner. Let me go. I never chase no paper, and me not have no type. No, I don't need no savior. Need someone to go right for love, right for life. Yeah, stay for me, baby, stay behind. Don't take it slow, coming real close. Collide. Don't make it hard, coming real close. Collide. 'Cause all I wanna do, body shaking, boom, pants racing, bamba job like boom, bust it down and spin it around and put on your tail light. Pants racing, boom. Bamba drop like boom. Bust it down and spin it around and put on your taillight. Hey, it's nice. If you believe in your culture with your heart and soul, sing this one. It's like girls gone wild, I go get my heart is ice and sparkling. I'm in a tropical paradise I call home. It's like an Alpha and Omega, Trinidad, Jamaica. When I see my people, I want to see all the hands in the air. Let me go. All day, not gonna leave you for nothing. Pan go break me, ping pong 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 pong. Hey, ping pong 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 pong. Hey, from the top of your lungs, what we say? Somebody say soca. Somebody say soca. Somebody say keep it playing. We ain't even know. soca, soca. This one, I'm gonna need you guys' help with this one. I have to ask all that question. When the party start to sing, we gon' mash up everything. Then the DJ start to play what we. When the people start to sing, we gon' mash up everything. C15 have a question for ya. Hey you, what you want? You, what you want? What? You, what you want? Oh, 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 oh. Is it really money base? 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 Is the tempo? Is it tempo? Is it really money base? Is it really money base? Hands in the air for me. Put him up. Wanna see your hands in the air for me. We coming down in the. Now we ready to jump. Now we ready to levitate. Hey you, what you want? You, what you want? You, what you want? Oh, 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 oh. Anybody gonna be on the road Monday and Tuesday for Carnival? Say yeah, yeah. If you're gonna be masquerading, I wanna see your hands right now. Reese, this one is a special one. Oh, you know why? We haven't had Carnival for 2 whole years, 3 years past. In our hearts, this is our culture and our love. And I feel like we owe Carnival an apology. So I want you to rock with me like this. Rock. Say, I've been patient and I've been waiting. Call me stubborn, but I can get over it. You left and never say goodbye. Those tears I cry now. I want to see the hands. Say, don't you ever let me down again. Cause I depending on you, so you better this time please hear my cry. And if I ever let you down, it was a misunderstanding. Get ready for granted. Then I promise from today I go jump like I never jump, wave like I never, whine like I never want be. Just to show you I'm sorry, and I need you back in. Look at people by the truck, emotions running. We are not in the tears running down me. Can't you tell her we sorry, we sorry. C15 sing, can't even come back home. Whoa. Come home to me, come home to me. It's a no place like. Whoa. Come home to me, come home to me. Wanna hear why? Cause this is my apology. Follow me, come and see what you mean to all of we. You're a treasure in my eye, the greatest pleasure in my life. And when you left it bother me, honestly, hurry please, home is where the heart should be. Right about now, we are together as one on C15 in this room. So I want all that to grab somebody's hand. I want you to grab somebody's hand and put it straight to the sky. We're gonna make a memory in C15 tonight. 2023. Cry, and if I ever let you down, it was a misunderstanding. So if everybody what we say, and I promise for today I go jump like I never, wave like I never, whine like I never want be. Just to show you I'm sorry, and I need you back in. Look at people by the truck, emotions running. We are not in it, tears running on me. Can't you tell that we sorry, we sorry. And if you want it for road march, can't even come back. Whoa. Come home to me, come home to me. It's a no place like home. Whoa. Come home to me, come home to me, come home to. 'Cause I will never let you. 'Cause I depending on you, so you better come true. This time, please hear my cry, and if I let you down, it was a misunderstanding. So if I took you for granted, then I promise from today I go, thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. I know, hey, it's my girl. Thank you, Nailah. Thank you.
Thank you
Nailah.
for having me. Sweet and loco.
Yes, Sweet and Loco. Let's plug it. Yes, thank you so much. We may have had some technical difficulties, but the heart is there. We had a time. I thank you all for coming out. You don't have to leave yet. We still have food. We still have drinks. So stay and hang out a little bit more with us. To our viewers online, thank you. Thank you for staying with us. And see you next month. C15 Show. Good night.
Best late entry of the century. Braga. Yo, I'm not going no small fret. Let me extend my apologies on a big fret with big flag going overhead like canopy. Rag in my back pocket with a white vest, sneakers and wallabies. Knife tips and tight pants, I never really rate none of these. I come from Brass Festival and from customs and from flour mills. Was a fed, fire fed and licensing fed and them had a power pill. Everybody bunch, you only pushing power still. If it's me, you don't leave me with power on a hill. I come here for no stand up. I come to party with my hand up.